Слава Ісусу Христу!
Слава навіки!
In the entire ministry of Christ, often not too visible, but always present, there is a figure of Mary, Mother of God. Mary, the Theotokos. For us, especially this year, she's also a symbol of this Jubilee year of mercy. Even throughout this retreat for us, she was with us both in an icon of Mary, the Door of Mercy, in that beautiful movie we just watched together yesterday. We as Christians cannot even separate both in the liturgical art, looking at our icons, or even in our expression. When we say Maria, it almost automatically becomes Maria Mate Boża, Mary, the Mother of God. She is the one giving birth to Emmanuel. But I would like with you today look at Mary from her human perspective. Perhaps in our priestly pilgrimage, perhaps in our priestly life, if we look at Mary from a human perspective, we can come closer to her, and at the same time, she can become a fountain of the strength for our ministry. When we look at Mary, on a day when angel is coming to her, Mary is not ready to accept that vocation right away. When Angel Gabriel comes to her and says that she is to become Mother of God, she's saying, I think it's wrong door. What kind of conception you are talking about? I know no man. But then, when once again an angel is insisting that what is to be born of her womb is to be a Savior, Emmanuel, God with us, Mary is saying yes. Mary is saying fiat. And the uniqueness of Mary becomes that from that moment, whatever is to happen in her life, that fiat to God is always the same. Mary is seeing birth of Emmanuel. Mary is visited by Magi's. Mary, as the Gospels are telling us, is seeing Christ growing in wisdom and strength. Mary is the one who gently asked the Savior in Cana to help those at the wedding feast. Mary is the one who is present at all the miracles, or many of them, quietly following the Christ. But then, Mary is also the one who is standing at the foot of the cross. And just imagine, as a mother, at that moment when her son is being crucified, when he is put to death, she probably can recall in a second the words of Archangel saying that which is to be born of you is to be Savior, Emmanuel, God with us. And perhaps in a human sense, she had a right to stand over there and question, saying, Lord, how you could do this? Lord, you promised me the Savior, the Emmanuel, and now I'm standing at the foot of the cross. But Mary is not doing this. She is standing at the foot of the cross with the same fiat she did when the angel came, deeply believing that whatever is happening in her life, whatever way God is leading her, there is a deeper meaning to her vocation. She is able to be at the cross with the same strong faith as she was on a day of visitation. Probably in our lives, if we'll be able to have a bit of that deep faith, perhaps, and one drop of that firm belief that Mary had in our vocations, we'll be able to withstand whatever storms and winds come toward our way of life. On our day of ordination, we all said fiat. We said the same fiat to our vocation as priests of following Christ as Mary said in her vocation. So we are called to follow that vocation day in and day out. But we are not alone. The Mary, Mother of God, the door of mercy, is always ready to accept us. And every time we come to the Divine Liturgy as a priest, we recite that beautiful Troparion. Let us remember that Mary is with us, that she is leading us. And whenever a time of trial, of tribulation happens, whenever we are perhaps, as the Gospel of St. Luke today is telling, called to live in our lives Beatitudes, let us remember that God knows better what is our vocation. Slava Isusu Christu.